Okay, I want to call to order the Board of Public Works meeting for August 15th at City Hall, Francis Huntley Cooper Council Chambers. In the council chambers, we have myself and Dave Wilburn, and we have Ken Laudell on Zoom, and Dave Herbst and Mike Gronetsky is absent with excused. For item number 2, public appearances for non-agenda items. We have none. Can I get a motion for the approval of minutes for August 1st, 2022?
I so move we approve the minutes of August 1, 2022.
Any discussion?
I'll second the motion.
Got a second with Liddell. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Agenda item number 4, report from the department.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy for the past couple of weeks here. A lot of subdivisions that have kicked off, and we're doing a lot of inspection out there. Highfield Reserve, Crescent Crossing, Terra Vesta, Lacey Ridge is going to be starting up soon. The Cyene Road construction project will be starting tentatively the beginning of September, up to 2 weeks after that. We haven't got a firm date on that. They're still waiting on some material delivery for pipes and things like that. So it's tentative on, some of those materials showing up. We will have a media release along with with detour maps and everything to show what's going to be closed down and how to get around the construction traffic. But generally where the construction is occurring is up near East Sherrill Parkway down to where Swan Creek crosses, just north of Lacey Road. And then a little bit east and west on East Sherrill. That's the construction that's going to happen this year. And we're coordinating with MG&E and some of the utilities to get in there to get their utilities relocated at the time. So you may see a little bit of construction traffic out there ahead of time, utilities getting out there trying to move some stuff around. But I think from indications we've heard, somewhere around the 1st of September that construction would start. And then it will be wrapped up by November this year. And then next spring we'll come in and do the southern half down at Lacey Road and the railroad crossing. So those are some details that we're still to be working out yet. But we're looking forward to getting this construction done and open a quick trip there up there on the corner of East Sherrill and Cyene. So I had mentioned at the last meeting that we were looking to do some special assessment hearings for the sidewalk coming up. And no sooner that I got done announcing that the next day, we have elected to defer the construction of the sidewalk this fall into next spring. And what we'll be doing is coming forward with a request from the Board of Public Works to order the sidewalks be repaired. And then from there, we'll do a press release, a public hearing, or not a public hearing notice, it's a public notice indicating that the Board of Public Works is ordering damaged sidewalk that are causing hazards to be repaired. Those letters will go out to the property owners, and we will give them a certain number of days to get the repairs done on their own. Otherwise, the city will come in and do those repairs for them. We'll set up that. But we'll be bidding out the contract for the sidewalk replacement this fall yet into December, so that we'll have those set up and ready to go next spring after, repairs are made by the property owners. We kicked off the hub design for the new facilities over there with the architect this week. And so we'll be meeting with different stakeholders, heating, mechanical, building, construction people to come up with the right design for everything and make sure everything is, in accordance to what we want for our standards. So we started that up. And then, we don't know about the electric vehicles yet. We did put the order in, but haven't heard back from the vendor whether or not those orders will be fulfilled yet. So hopefully we're in hoping to get, deliver in early 23 next year for those vehicles. But if not, we'll just have to either make do with what we have or go out for another bid for something else.
Any questions?
None.
I have one, Bill. Usually it's probably cheaper if the city put out the bid to have the sidewalks repaired, to have the city go through that process and people get it done that way than to go out on their own, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter as long as they meet our specification. Typically, when a contractor comes in and does 1 or 2 squares, it's pretty expensive for the property owner, and the property owner or the city does not participate in the repair costs for those. But when the city goes in and does this, there's a 50% reimbursement to the property owner. So it might balance itself out.
Okay, thanks. And we do have a public comment on agenda item 4, Patrick Cheney, 5211 Kitty Crest, Fitchburg.
Good evening, Patrick Cheney, 5211 Kitty Crest. Thought I would stop by to see if answers might be available yet to the questions that I provided a couple of meetings ago, and maybe even discussion of the board. This doesn't have to be done by Bill. I know Public Works is busy. If it works out better that, our water utility engineer, Tracy Foss, might help or contribute, and our water utility superintendent, I don't have his name, but, any one or more of them, they want to, cover this. It is interesting to myself, to members of my neighborhood association that are in that area, and even those outside of that area, and I would think to this board also, to know what the situation was recently in Greenfield neighborhood for the water main loop and the drop in pressure, and what the current plans are going on for that isolated loop and the new Cyan link of last year that connects to it that is not blowing yet, I guess. So it's interesting. I'm just want to follow up on this. So then I am registered on agenda item 5, but I will throw out a question here so that I don't have to register a third time for something else. At the end of your meeting, it says next meeting to be determined because next first Monday of September is Labor Day. So I am wondering if at the end of your meeting right here, if you will be setting a next meeting date, because, I might be here again.
I hope not. I'll get it done. But our next meeting date will be on the 29th. We'll have that.
29th.
We'll have a third meeting in August.
So just or you mean September?
No, August.
August 29th.
August 29th.
Oh. Okay. And then is the one in September,
The
is that
14th.
the 5th Labor Day, is that going to be skipped? Or
Yes.
on your agenda, it says next meeting to be determined, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but it says it'll be after that Monday, the 19th.
Okay, the next one after your
After
second
the-
August meeting.
Correct.
Okay, then, yes. Okay, thank you.
So in regards to your concern, Bill, what is a reasonable amount of time that we can get these questions answered? I know you're busy.
No, it won't take me long. It's just I just keep getting sidetracked with so many different things.
Everything keeps coming up.
It does, but it won't take me long. I mean, I could sit down tonight in a half hour and have it done. So
Okay.
I'll do it before I go home tonight.
Can we say next meeting?
We can say next meeting.
August
Yes.
29th?
Yes.
August 29th, then Patrick.
Fine.
I apologize for this.
You don't have to stay up late. You sent me a late night email one time. You don't have to do that. It was on something else, so.
Okay, with that being said, item number 5, agenda items. And we do have the registered speaker, number 5, Patrick Cheney again. But could I get a motion for resolution R-144-22, resolution to contract with AE2S to complete Seminole Glen stormwater study?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution R-144-22, contracting with AE2S to complete the Seminole Glen stormwater study.
Motion by Liddell. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Wilburn. Patrick, you're registered to speak on this?
Yes, a question I wanted to ask. I read through the packet of information on this and the resolution that is in front of you. I didn't see anything in there about mosquito control, and actually the Seminole Glen kettles there in the past have been a mosquito problem because, as it says in there, there is no outflow, so they just flood, and that's been a problem with mosquitoes in the past. This is the situation that I heard of the neighborhood one of the neighborhood associations in that area, and the president of, believe it's Wildwood Association, Susan Easterday, with the BTI, Bacillus thuringiensis israelensis, that they were buying and applying onto those kettles because of the mosquito problem in them. So I wanted to suggest that possibly the AE2S here could maybe do a little research for you about mosquito control. You know, you're probably not going to find some way to drain these kettles or have it flow through or so. But as part of their research and everything, maybe they could provide some information on if they see information that it's effective and what's the application time that would be appropriate to suggest to the city as handling these kettles for the future. This year has been a dry year. Last year was a dry year, but when we have a wet year, mosquitoes are bad and ruin life in Fitchburg in the summer.
Okay.
And this was a situation where I learned about BTI.
Okay, thank you. So, Bill, you want to tell us what this is about?
Yeah, the Board of Public Works approved the contract previously at the previous meeting. And after it had gone through the Board of Public Works approval, our finance director, with her sharp eye, noted that one of the funding sources that we noted in the resolution was not correct. And we are bringing it back before the Board of Public Works to make that amendment to the contract, or for the resolution. The Finance Committee and the RCC Committee have approved it as amended with the new funding source, and we're just bringing it back before the Board of Public Works for that formal approval.
Okay. So should the motion have been to approve the resolution as amended then?
Correct.
Okay.
I will accept that as a change to my motion to approve the resolution as amended.
And I'll second it.
Copy. We got a motion. It's been seconded. Any questions?
None.
No questions? All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, announcements. Next Board of Public Works meeting says to be determined, but it'd be August 29th.
Correct.
We will have a meeting, the third meeting in August, and then Monday, September 5th is a holiday, so that meeting is canceled. So the next regularly scheduled meeting after that is Monday, September 19th, 2022. Item number 7, can I get a motion for adjournment?
I so move we adjourn.
Get a second.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.